Hello children, good morning to everyone. Welcome back to our virtual classes. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. In the previous class, we have discussed about storage and memory. Storage is the action of storing something for our future use. Memory is the space used to store data and instructions. And also we discussed about CPU, Central Processing Unit. The CPU is called as the brain of computer. It controls all the information that it receives as input and stores them in its memory. How does a computer work inside? Do you ever think, children? Come on, let's discuss with an example. For example, if I type welcome, computer doesn't understand what is welcome. So what computer is going to do is, computer is going to convert the word welcome into computer understandable language that is in the form of zeros and ones, and then it is going to process it and it is going to give the result back. So computer can understand only two digits, that is 0 and 1. These digits are called binary digits. So the data is stored in the form of computer memory in the form of bit, and it is measured in the form of byte. See, these are the binary codes for our numbers. For example, if I want to type 3, the binary code for 3 is 11. If I want to type 8, then the binary code for 8 will be 1000. If I want to type 15, the binary code for 15 will be 1111. So this is how the numbers which we type in the computer are going to convert into binary code in this form. Same way, these are the binary codes for alphabets, capital letters, small letters, symbols and special characters. Children, you can see the alphabets binary codes, no? You try to write your name in the binary code form and show me in the next class. And these are the memory capacities, that is, these are the units of the computer memory which can be measured. Memory can be measured in the form of byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, brontobyte, GOP byte. This GOP byte is the highest memory storage capacity in the computer. Now let's move on to the different types of memories. The computer memory is divided into two parts, primary memory and the secondary memory. The primary memory is also known as internal memory, and the secondary memory is also known as external memory. Now, this primary memory is further divided into two parts, RAM and ROM. And the secondary memory is further divided into floppy disk, hard disk, CD, DVD and pen drive. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about primary memory, that is RAM and ROM. Let us discuss in detail about RAM and ROM. The full form of RAM is Random Access Memory. Here we can read as well as write data in this memory, and it stores data and instructions only when the computer is turned on. When the system is turned off, we can't enter or store the data in the random access memory. So it is called as temporary memory. And one more feature called volatile nature. If there is a power cut while you are working on a computer, all the data stored on the RAM is lost. So this RAM is also called as volatile memory. So the four important points about RAM is, full form is random access memory, and it is used for read as well as write the data, and it is a temporary memory, and it is a volatile memory. Volatile memory means when there is a power cut, the data will be lost. and this is how the RAM chips will look like. Okay, and coming to ROM, the full form of ROM is read only memory. It is called read only because the program stored on ROM can only be read. We can't write on the ROM. Okay, so ROM holds data permanently. That means we can't change data in that. So it is called as a permanent memory. And this memory is used in the startup process. That is while booting, this memory will be used. And ROM is non-volatile in nature. That means the information on ROM doesn't get wiped out when the computer is turned off. The data will not be lost when the power is not there. So the 4 key points of read-only memory is, the full form is read-only memory, and here we can only read the data, and the data hold is permanent, and it is non-volatile in nature. Let's compare these two as the difference between RAM and ROM. First, RAM is temporary storage device, whereas ROM is permanent storage device. RAM can store in megabytes of data, whereas ROM can store in gigabytes of data. RAM is volatile in nature. That means when there is a power cut, the data will be lost, whereas ROM is non-volatile in nature. That means when there is a power cut, the data will not be lost. And this RAM is used for normal operations, whereas ROM is used for startup process of computer. And in RAM, we can write the data very quickly, whereas in ROM, the data will not be modified at all. Hope you all understood today's session, children. Thank you. Have a great day.